I spent 7 hours stitching yesterday, and I'm wearing my Flying Monkey t-shirt. If you watch my last FLOSSTUBE update, you might know why that's a good thing. If not, I'll let you know at the end of this video. I'm Michelle, this is my romantic tangle, and I have done so much stitching over the past few days, I'm a little giddy with it. First up, we have got the Bluebird Sal, which I had not started as of the 9th when I did my last FLOSSTUBE update. It is, what is it? It is Monday evening, January 24th, and look at what I did. I am smitten with this thing. If you watch my videos, you will know that I complain a lot about pale colors of floss. They don't make me enjoy stitching with them. For whatever reason, maybe just to prove me wrong, I am having a blast with the background of blue jays. And I started in the corner, and I have filled all of this in. I am being so careful not to leave orphan stitches because they drive me batty, and I've learned that if you fill them in as you go, you won't have that unpleasantness of coping with them at the end. And I got here, and the little voices in my head that tell me what to stitch and how to stitch it said, you should wait until after your FLOSSTUBE update to start sewing the blue of the bird. Because that way, when you show it off next time, there will be more impact because you'll have the blue of the bird. It seemed like a plan, so I went with it, and I just kept working my way up and kept working my way over, and tonight, after I finish filming, I'm starting the bird. This is the Blue Jay Sal. Calico is the one who messaged me and let me know what was going on. I cannot remember the name of the other FLOSSTUBER who is involved in it. I promise I will put it in the description box. I am having fun with this. This may be the project that convinces me I like stitching with white and gray and beige. Wouldn't that be a thing? Last night, I started a new project. I've been procrastinating starting this one. This one is Carps, and Riola sent me the kit for a sponsored video, and then I got sick, and I was sick for longer than I wanted to be sick, and then I was kind of foggy and kind of afraid of messing it up because I really want this one. I have plans, and I wanted to live up to those plans. I started stitching yesterday. The colors, I cannot even begin to gush enough over the colors. I cannot gush enough about the coverage. This is 10 count Aida with 3 strands of their wool acrylic blend. This is the fin of the fish, and then its head is going to come down here. I think there are a couple of fish. There are 2 fish. I had to put it down long enough to film the video, otherwise I would still be stitching. And when I talked about this last time, there's like 2 inches of white border here that I did not understand why it would be full coverage. But now that I look at how the stitched portion looks and how the unstitched Aida looks, yes, I totally understand why this border is full coverage, and I will be stitching it. Absolutely 100%. I played with my sewing machine. I keep buying ribbon at the Dollar Tree and lace and making myself vague promises I'm going to do something with it, especially when it's got bees and honeycomb. I pulled out my sewing machine and I tried to make that vague idea I had in my head a reality and miter the borders of the lace, and it was fun. I don't use my sewing machine nearly as much as I should. I did do a tutorial. I'll link to it in the description. I have got so much more ribbon I need to use up, and now that I've done it once, I'm excited about doing it again. I have been watching I don't know what I've been doing. I've been watching some FLOSSTUBERs. I watched a video by Stitch Lady that was an unboxing of some new kits she had ordered from Russia, and It's a short little video, but she creates suspense. My 16-year-old son came up to me and he's like, how can you look so interested when she's not even showing you anything? No one asked him for his opinion. But what caught my interest, I knew she had Reolist kits, I knew she had Russian kits, and I wanted to see them. Especially when she was showing like the back of the Reolist kits, because I could see other pictures of kits I had, which gave me an idea that whatever she was about to turn over was something I wanted. And when I picked this up to show it as an example, look at the woodpeckers. These are all pairs of birds. And I need to, when I'm done filming this, go look up those woodpeckers because, oh, they look fun. I need more projects, right? There was also a video by Lindsay, the Frugal Crafter, talking about Thrifted Art Supplies Got Me Thinking is the title of the video, and she's been seeing a lot of thrifted supplies. She does rubber stamping and paper crafting, so what she is seeing is different than what I am looking for. But she was talking about the choices we make and whether we stick with them, and how sometimes some things, if you see them enough times, it convinces you that you like it. I have definitely fallen prey to that in my cross stitching and my quilting and probably my knitting. It was an interesting video. I'll put links to both those videos in the description box below. And I went to the thrift store. Big surprise. I was filming for a video I had in mind, and my camera caught this. Linda Myers is one of my favorite designers. She has passed away and does not design anymore. I have a lot of her charts. I have a video of them. I had never seen this one. These little landscapes are everything I love about cross stitching, and they're only like 67 by 98 stitches and 74 by 100 stitches, so they're very doable. And there's a price tag for $1 on here. I think I got it for 50 cents because these are somebody's left. Well, okay, this is marked $1 and that was not the price. This was marked $1 and that was the price. So if you can make sense out of that, do whatever you want. They did have a roll die to get your discount, so I got 25% off the two of them. I love the boat. I love these vintage crewel kits. I do not have any with a dry dock sailboat, so it was coming home with me. I love it. And the lady at the cash register loved it and told me about her dreams of getting a big abandoned boat that's no longer seaworthy and making it into a she shed, and I love that idea more than I can possibly begin to describe. I hope she figures out a way to make it a reality. Then I went to the next thrift store on my list, and I found myself a little crewel church, and I found myself a little basket of daisies, and they were 99 cents each. I have a lot of flowers. I may very well already have these daisies, but for 99 cents, I was not going to worry too much about it. And now let's talk about my t-shirt, because it was a saga. At the end of my last FLOSSTUBE update, I explained to you how we had some miscommunication at the laundromat, and I got 3 baskets of laundry back into the car and left one machine still full of our clothes. I still have not got a satisfactory explanation as to how exactly that happened, but we were missing a lot of clothes, and because we wash our laundry at the laundromat and bring it home and run it through the dryer here, that is a whole long ridiculous story involving a dry well and the cost of digging new wells, and I go to the laundromat once a week. It's not my favorite thing. So it was 36 hours before I realized that all of my jeans, all of my husband's work clothes, the load that was the worst possible load to leave behind had been left behind. And our laundromat has signs all over the place saying that anything that's been left in the machine for more than 20 minutes will be thrown away. there's not an attendant at the laundromat. There's a guy who comes and cleans in the morning. And he was there while we were doing our laundry. So I was hoping against hope that maybe someone, he had seen that I'd left stuff behind and set it aside for me. We drove down there hoping that our laundry might be abandoned in a corner or anything at that point. Wrote a note explaining what happened, slipped it under the door into their little storage closet office space. Went home, posted on Facebook on the local neighborhood watch, asking if anybody had contact information for the laundromat attendant or happened to have found my laundry. Yes, I've admitted to the entire town that we are not capable of getting laundry into a laundry basket and out of the laundromat. 11:45 that night, I get a text message from the guy who works at the laundromat asking what my clothes looked like. Have you ever tried to describe a load of laundry? Our clothes are pretty nondescript. Men's white socks, men's white underwear, men's jeans. He had some bags of laundry in the office, and I was welcome to drive down and see if ours were there. So my oldest son and I, at now midnight, are driving to the laundromat, which is rarely staffed. So if I want to find my clothes, I have to go down to the laundromat while the guy is there. And if this seems like a bad idea to you, it seemed like a very bad idea to me. The first two bags were very, very obviously not our clothes. The third bag, there were white underwear, there were white socks, there were jeans that were the right shade of blue, and I am digging through this, trying desperately to find a t-shirt or something that I can identify as ours, and thank God it was our laundry. Like I said in the last video, laundry is replaceable, but it's sure easier if you don't lose it in the first place. And then I got to drive back to the laundromat first thing in the morning to rewash the laundry, which had been wet in a black plastic bag for, 3 days by that point? It was not... It was an adventure. It wasn't fun. I am now officially at the point where I can look back at it and laugh, and trust me, we are all going to be so much more careful with our laundry going forward. Thanks for watching. I'm going to upload this. I'm going to go stitch on my Blue Jays and hopefully get to bed earlier than I did last night, because last night I was up really late stitching on my carps. It was only 8:45, and then the next time I looked at the clock it was like only 12:37. I'll be better tonight.